Hey, it's Emily McKinsey, and I'm going to do what I do best, and that is talk about puppies. I have some very special ladies here in studio with me, and we're going to get you the information that you need to not only save puppies, but to also get a little love in the meantime. So first off, we're talking to Laura. Hello, Laura.
Hello.
And tell me what you're doing here.
I'm here to help promote the Ready Match Bachelor Bachelorette auction benefiting the Denver Animal Shelter. We're actually going to have dogs at the event that are adoptable, and we're auctioning off wonderful bachelors and bachelorettes and their date packages.
So this is a Saturday night event. I'm actually the MC of the event. That's why I'll be there. And I'm also there. We're auctioning off a morning show experience as well. So that'll be a little terrifying, but fun. And we're going to talk to actually one of the bachelorettes here too. So basically it's a fun date night out. The event is at an art gallery, right?
Yes, it's at Artwork Network, which is on Santa Fe and 9th.
So people can come, and it's a bachelorette auction, you said. So is it just for singles?
Well, it's for singles, but we invite couples to come too. You can actually bid on the bachelors and bachelorettes. They are not obligated to go on a date with the bachelor or bachelorette, but they can win their bid package, their date package, and take themselves out on that date.
Okay, and all of the money is going to the Denver Animal Shelter.
Yes, all the proceeds go to help our furry friends.
I love it. And you said there's going to be dogs there.
Yes, there will be dogs there. The Denver Animal Shelter will be bringing the dogs and mingling with the crowd, as well as each bachelor and bachelorette will be carrying a dog on stage and talking about that dog that's available for adoption.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Now, what is there a silent auction as well?
There is a silent auction as well, and there's been some great stuff donated already with like photography sessions with your dog. I can't even think of the other ones off the top of my head right now, but there's going to be some awesome packages that we've got coming up.
These nights are so fun because I do anything for dogs pretty much. And we all love our four-legged friends here in Denver. It is such a great pet city. Now, the Denver Animal Shelter actually takes in all the lost and stray animals in the city and county of Denver. They do so much work. Why did you choose the Denver Animal Shelter to do this bachelorette auction for?
Well, there's a lot of organizations out there, but they all have wonderful events that they do already. And the Denver Animal Shelter was a great choice, I thought, because they could really use some extra help with getting some money into the shelter and helping out our furry friends.
Right. Now, have you ever done a bachelorette auction before?
Oh my God, no. This is the first one I've done. I've done big events, but I haven't done an event as big as this with so many moving parts. But we're so excited just to have you as our MC. You're going to make it's going to be a fun event, but you're going to make it that much more fun.
Well, I'm probably going to try to smuggle a few puppies out.
Awesome.
I'm not going to lie. Is there a bar? Will there be wine? Because it's definitely going to get me in trouble. So now, are you an animal lover yourself?
Oh my God, yes. I used to have a greyhound. I don't have her anymore, but she was the best pet ever. And I have a 16-year-old cat who I actually walk on a leash because he's like a dog. Really, his personality is a dog. If I don't walk him, he will meow his head off until I walk him outside.
Oh my gosh, I did an event once, and this lady came up with her stroller, and it had this kind of cover thing on it, and I was like, oh, there's a baby in there. Let me go look at the baby. And I look in the cover. It was her two cats. She was walking around her two cats.
That's funny.
I love it. And I was like, I'm probably going to be you in just a few more years. So now, when you picked your bachelors and bachelorettes to auction off for this event, for the Denver Animal Shelter, how did you pick them? How did you pick the guys, the girls?
Well, we picked people who, of course, we want people to pick themselves. So we were looking at, their appearance, number one. And number two, like, what else is behind the scenes? What do they have to offer? So we're looking for some fabulous people. One of the fabulous people I have with me here today is Sabrina Risley.
I know. We're going to get to you. We're going to get to you, sweet Sabrina. But let me ask about the men.
Yes, the men.
Do we have any good tidbits you want to leak?
Well, the tidbits are leaking online already. I do have them up on our website. If you want to go to our website, you can actually see who the bachelors and bachelorettes are.
Ooh.
You can see all about them. And you can also, after May 1st, you'll be able to see their date package.
And what is this website?
If you go to ready-match.com and click on the Bachelor-Bachelorette auction, you'll see all the main page information. And if you go down and scroll to the bottom, you'll see a little button that says Meet Our Bachelor Bachelorettes.
I'm totally stalking.
And you're
them
on there
right
too, by
now.
the way.
when we talk to Sabrina here in a second, we are going to go over our inner struggles and fears about being auctioned off. I hope she's as afraid as I am.
It is all for furry fun.
No kidding. I not only love this shelter, I've done work with the Denver Animal Shelter before, but I love that you are actually going out of your way. Because, I mean, this didn't have to happen, right? I mean,
no, I wanted to promote an event for singles. And I want to also build community. Community is really important for singles these days. You know, we all try to go out online and date. And I know so many people who are completely frustrated with online dating. And they want to meet people face to face, but they tend to stay at home in their living room and expecting Mr. and Mrs. Right to just kind of appear and show up in their living room.
Right.
And that doesn't happen. So I'm trying to host events that people want to get out to and meet people and do it face to face.
Right. And if you're there, you're obviously an animal lover and you meet another animal lover. Oh, and then you can bring your dogs together. You could have like a little doggy park date.
All kinds of puppy love.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay. So hold on. Oh, there's sweet Sabrina, Zara, Heather. Come here, boys. There we go. Ooh, we got Joe. Who is Joel? He looks like a bad boy. I like that. All right. And we got Andy.
Gotta have some bad boys and good boys in there for you.
How cute this Andy dude is. What is Andy looking for in a partner? Oh, let's see. You love him and you know it, but it's a party. You're talking to other people. You're laughing and shining. Oh, I am going to have a good time at this Bachelorette auction.
Ladies, get your money ready to bid on some of these awesome bachelors.
And I do have a boyfriend. I'm living in sin with my gentleman caller, and so he knows the situation. But like we said earlier, this isn't just a night for singles because it's a great couples event.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about the date packages that are up for auction, as well as, not to mention, the puppies. The puppies will be there. We'll have
Absolutely.
10 dogs, you said?
At least 10.
At least. Any cats? Any cats going to be up for adoption?
They do have cats for adoption, but they won't be at the event.
I guess not all cats can walk on a leash like your cat.
No, not all. Mine. It takes a special personality, I think.
All right, definitely. All right, well, let's talk to Sabrina, one of the bachelorettes being auctioned off. Hello, sweet Sabrina.
Hi there.
You have said, yes, auction me off. Let's save some puppies.
Yes.
Are you afraid?
I am.
What are you afraid of?
It's like not being picked for sports at school.
Yes.
is just you want to be picked.
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me about these date packages, because each of the Bachelor and Bachelorettes have a date package. So if a couple wins you, then if you guys don't want to go out on a date together, they still get the package.
Well, yeah, we could make it a threesome.
Right.
Or they can just take the date package.
It's 2016. We could all have a little fun here. Do you know what your date package is yet?
I don't yet, but can I say what I'm going for? I'm actually contacting hot air balloon companies in the area in Boulder and asking them to donate because it's a write-off for them, and they also get the exposure. And then brunch. So I hopefully in Boulder. So hot air balloon ride on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then brunch.
How
after.
romantic!
Yeah.
So what if the gentleman actually wants you to be his companion in the hot air balloon? You're totally open to going on a date. You're totally for this.
Let's do it. I am.
Now, are you an animal lover?
I am.
Do you have dogs or cats or turtles or fish?
I have a cat.
Yeah?
I'm not a cat lady. I just have one. I have one cat. Yeah. But I wish I could walk her on a leash. The owners that had her before me gave me a leash and a collar, but it didn't work for me when I took her out. She got out from the collar somehow.
Oh,
and, yeah.
She's a wily little thing.
Took off and hid. So I'm like, did they really do this?
You're right.
I don't know that they really did this, but it was a great selling point.
I think cat ladies kind of get a bad rap, those poor cat ladies. So don't worry about saying I have a cat, but I'm not a cat lady. You're an animal lover, and that's what this is all about.
I am.
How great. So you got her from another person. So you adopted her.
I did.
She's a rescue.
I did.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you for saving your little cat.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And do you have anybody that you know that will be at the Bachelorette auction that you kind of hope bids on you?
I don't yet. No.
Have you met any of the bachelors here?
I do. I know bad boy Joel.
You do?
I do. He is a friend of mine, and I'm like, Joel, you have to do this. I want friends up there with me.
Joel loves to travel What a
And then,
fun night.
and I know Sean Kelly and Eric Masters.
Oh, how great. Now,
Yeah.
these guys.
And Heather Johnson. She's one of the Bachelorettes.
These guys are dog people, and so already they are cute to me. Okay, so now let's talk to Madeline, who actually works for the Denver Animal Shelter. Madeline, explain to everybody the money that we raise from this ready-made Bachelor/Bachelorette auction. How is the Denver Animal Shelter going to use it?
Well, we are going to use all of these funds to help out the neediest animals in town. So all of the animals we see at the Denver Animal Shelter are homeless, and they're staying with us, just for a temporary time. But, we especially need funds to support emergency medical care, our foster program, behavior program, and humane education.
Where is the Denver Animal Shelter?
Yeah, the Denver Animal Shelter is located at 1241 West Bayard in Denver. And that's essentially the Alameda exit off of 25.
There's a big building there that's for good reference if you're going down to the Denver Animal Shelter to adopt a critter that I remember. You said it was Stranahan, so right across from Stranahan.
Exactly. And of course, there's the 25-foot dog, Sunspot, standing out in front of the shelter. So if you're driving down 25, look over, you'll see Sunspot turn off there.
His name is Sunspot?
Absolutely.
Is there a story behind Sunspot?
Well, Sunspot is 25 feet tall, and he's actually covered in 90,000 dog tags, if you can believe it.
Really?
Yeah. And if you walk into the lobby of the shelter, you'll see his collar is hanging in the shelter 6 feet across. It was built to spec, so technically you could put it on him.
Oh my gosh. How interesting. I never knew that. I love it. So you're bringing 10 dogs. Are you going to bring any other animals to the auction?
I don't know. I know we'll definitely have 10 dogs there, all adoptable and available for adoption that evening.
So they could go home.
They could go home.
To their new forever home.
Yes, to their new forever home.
And how did you pick these 10 dogs?
Well, we always look for dogs who are going to do well in crowds, and obviously dogs are going to do well with other dogs. We have an amazing staff behaviorist who will help us pick out these dogs so that we've got the friendliest and the cuddliest dogs available for adoption that evening.
Right. I don't think I could ever work at an animal shelter because I would just want to take them all home. Good for you. Now, let me ask you personally, do you have cats? Do you have dogs?
I've got one dog. He's an old man, Charles. He's 11 years old now. He's a real sweet guy, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have a 11-year-old and a 16-year-old, if you'd believe it.
I believe it. I hope to have many more years with him.
Good. I know. I know. I say my big joke is I've made a deal with the devil, so my dogs are going to last just as long as I do. Gosh darn it. So tell me more about the Denver Animal Shelter. Do you guys if someone finds a stray on the street, do they get brought to you, or how does that work?
Yeah, Denver Animal Shelter is home to all of the stray animals in the city and county of Denver. So we see over 7,000 animals coming through our doors each year. We see mostly cats and dogs, although we do get some exotics. I'll tell you right now, we've got 2 roosters in the shelter.
You do?
We sure do.
How did you get 2 roosters?
Well, you're not supposed to have roosters in the city limits, so sometimes they end up at our doorstep. Because nobody likes to hear a crowing rooster in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we also have a couple of rats, and we have a boa constrictor. He's about 5 feet long, and he's going to go to a rescue because, as you know, boa constrictors get bigger.
Boa constrictors, isn't that what Britney was when she was doing the MTV, that big yellow?
So.
That was a boa constrictor. So you have a 5-foot boa constrictor.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get him?
He was actually abandoned in somebody's apartment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and so someone found him. Good Samaritan called it in, and our animal protection officers went over and picked him up.
See, this is the part where I'm going to get a little emotional because you guys are the last hope for a lot of these animals. Who else do you have a special story about?
Well, one of the main reasons that we do wonderful fundraisers like this, and we're so grateful for Ready Match to hosting this for us, is to help animals like Petunia. Petunia was dropped off at another shelter. And then transferred over to the Denver Animal Shelter. She arrived severely emaciated. She weighed about 19 pounds.
What kind of dog is she?
She's a pit bull mix.
Oh.
And the sweetest face. She should really be weighing. When she arrived, she should weigh about twice as much as what she did when she came in. So we got her in. Our shelter veterinarian took amazing care of her, ran tests, helped figure out, what she needed, find the best course of care for her. She went into our foster care program for several months. I'm happy to report she now weighs over 36 pounds.
Oh, good.
She's all wiggles. I tell you, that girl is all wiggles.
So I can just see her little butt moving.
I know. Little gray face, all just big eyes. And, when she first came into the shelter, she stopped by my office, actually. She sat down and it was all head because there was no body there.
Right.
And now she sits down and it's head with a lot of wiggles coming out. But she is getting transferred to one of our rescue partners where she'll find her forever home. So it's cases like those that make, events like this worth it because, every single dollar makes such a difference for these animals. And it really, their survival depends on it.
For a wonderful nonprofit like the Denver Animal Shelter, it's nice if you could stop by with a bag of kitty litter or some dog food, but really cash is king and you guys need the money to provide the specialists and the employees and the true care to save all of these precious animals. And the behaviorist, I'm interested in that. So you have someone that like trains dogs that maybe have been abused or that are aggressive. How does that work?
Yeah, we have an animal behaviorist on staff. She's really amazing. And so she works, like I said, to help, pick animals for events. And then she works with the animals on the enrichment program. So for example, imagine you're stuck in a small room all day, every day. You get out a couple of times with some friends or whatever, but you're really stuck there. So how do we keep your mind engaged? So it's really the same thing with all of the cats and dogs at the shelter. So she, for example, runs the Kong behavior program. And so every day dogs get a Kong filled with frozen peanut butter and dog food. And the cats actually get salmon paste.
Oh, good. I would eat that probably. I would.
So it's programs like that she is working on to help make sure that the animals are enriched during their time there and that they have the best possible experience during their hopefully short stay with us at the shelter.
Right.
The average stay for an animal at the Denver Animal Shelter is about 10 days. So imagine, they're there, they're waiting, hopefully their owner comes forward and finds them, but a lot of times that's not the case. And so what can we do to make sure that their brain stays active and engaged and that they're being taken care of in the best possible way during their stay?
I love that it's only 10 days. I really had it kind of longer in my mind. Are you guys what's the success rate of the Denver Animal Shelter? Or do you find like if there's a dog there that's been there for maybe 2-3 weeks, do you find another shelter for it or how does that work?
Yeah. So I will tell you about last year in 2015, 31% of animals were returned to their owners. Which is
really?
Great. Yeah. So we always want to see that increase. We microchip all of our animals and we encourage people, to always check our website for lost pets. But those who don't get reunited, they go up for adoption or we work with transfer partners. So like you're saying, so we've got somebody who's been sitting there, it's been a few too many weeks and we really know that they need to get into a home. And so we'll work with foster and rescue partners all across the state in order to find them the right home so that they're not sitting there too long with us.
Right. Oh, that's so great. What about older pets? Is it harder for them to get adopted or do you guys put on a special bow tie or anything to kind of gussy them up?
Yeah, I will tell you it is harder sometimes for those guys who, maybe they're sitting at the back of their kennel and they're not, ready to engage and they're a little timid or shy. We do have an incredible program called the Adoption Ambassadors Program where sometimes we'll send hard to adopt animals home with somebody to foster, and that foster parent can help find them an adoptive home because maybe you're looking for an animal to adopt and you don't realize it's living next door at your neighbor's house. So we've got a whole lot of different programs and different ways to market these animals to help them show their best selves.
Now, say it's just a Saturday afternoon and I am itching for a new forever friend. I want to bring a new four-legged critter home. Can I just walk into the Denver Animal Shelter or do you have to make an appointment? Explain to me how the adoption works.
We're open to the public 7 days a week and you can just come on by and the adoption counselors at the front desk will greet you and meet you. And then you're welcome to walk around the shelter or you're welcome to have a conversation and and say, hey, I'm really looking for, a younger four-legged in my life. This is kind of what I'm hoping for. And then they'll have a great conversation with you too to help you decide, oh, well, maybe the 90-pound dog in your apartment isn't quite the right fit, but we've got this other really amazing dog for you.
Or this boa constrictor.
Or this boa constrictor. Yes.
Or these roosters. What is there a website that people can go to kind of like see a face, and if they just connect and be like, oh my God, I want that one. I want Pippin or whatever.
Yeah, denveranimalshelter.org, and is up 24 hours a day. And we've got both adoptable pets on there and lost pets. So of course, if you're looking for your lost pet, check there first. And then we've got all of our adoptable animals listed on denveranimalshelter.org.
The lost animals, I can't tell you the fear that would be in my heart if one of my dogs ran away, And so the fact that like you reunite, you said over 30% last year alone, like what a cool moment to be sitting there and seeing like, oh my God, I never thought I'd see you again,
Yeah, we've actually had some incredible stories of people reuniting with their lost pets, especially with the microchips. So if your pets are not microchipped, please come down and get a microchip or see your vet. But what happens is, we've had animals who have been missing for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and somehow they make their way to the Denver Animal Shelter. We scan their microchip and we pick up the phone and we say, hey, Emily, we found your dog.
From 2 years ago?
Yeah. We actually had someone pick up and drive overnight from Las Vegas because their dog ended up, who knows how or why, they ended up at the Denver Animal Shelter. They drove all night to come get their dog.
Oh my God, I love it.
Wow.
Like animals are so incredible. Like if animals could talk,
the stories they would tell.
They would have better stories than we would.
I'm glad my dog can't talk.
Right. I'm glad my dogs can't talk. They would just be like, food, feed me more, right. Feed me more, feed me, pet me, pet me, pet me. Come on, Mom, and feed me treats. Pet me while feeding me treats. So the Denver Animal Shelter, and tell me the website one more time.
denveranimalshelter.org.
And we're going to wrap things up and talk with Laura once more. Laura is putting on the Ready Match Bachelorette auction for the Denver Animal Shelter. There are going to be adoptable, men, women, and dogs there.
Yes.
Okay. And so, Laura, we have some wonderful sponsors for this event for the Denver Animal Shelter to thank.
Yes, we do. So far, we have Weisbard Dental. They do cosmetic dentistry and traditional dentistry. She's actually my dentist. It's Lee Weisbard. And gosh, do they make you feel so comfortable. They've got music and, whatever it is you need, they're going to constantly ask you if you're comfortable in as a dentist. Isn't that nice?
Right. Yes, I know. And and pets make you smile, so you need a good dentist.
Exactly. And we also have Jaw Drop Films. They're going to come and be there and actually film the whole event for us.
Ooh, neat. And now this event, I don't think we've said when or how to get tickets or any of those details. This is going to be such a great night for you and your boyfriend or girlfriend, a great date night, because as we said, the date packages are up for auction. Or if you just want to grab a group of your buddies or a group of your lady pals and go out and just cuddle puppies. Cuddling puppies. Basically,
I know. It's all for puppy love.
With wine. There's a bar. So when is the Bachelorette auction?
It is Saturday, May 14th, begins at 7 p.m. So be there, be sharp. And tickets start at $40.
And it is at Artwork Network off Santa Fe and 9th. Will there be nibblies? Will there be treats for humans?
Oh, yes. There will be food and bars on your own, but food will be provided. It'll be heavy appetizers.
Okay, wonderful. And can people just walk up to this Bachelorette auction for the Denver Animal Shelter and get tickets at the door?
We advise that they get tickets online. That's going to be the best place to do it. And you can go to ready-match.com and you'll see the big banner right on the home page that says the Bachelorette auction right there. So just click on that and you'll be good to go.
Okay, it is ready-match.com to purchase your tickets to support this event, helping out the animals of the Denver Animal Shelter. Save the world one puppy at a time. That is my life motto. And besides date packages, we will have a radio morning show experience to auction off at this event. So keep that in mind. If you've ever wanted to see how radio morning shows work behind the scenes, you could be a part of one. You'll have to set your alarm very early, but we will make it worth your while. And again, you can get tickets at ready-match.com. match.com. Did I say that right?
That's fine.
Ready?
Dash or hyphen, either way.
Dash, you're a hyphen, I'm a
Either
dash.
way.
Ready-match.com. Again, the event is Saturday, May 14th for the Denver Animal Shelter. We thank you so much for listening. Woof, meow.